Welcome back, toy fans. So today, I know I'm rocking a Venom shirt, but I do have my Justice League hat on. So today, I actually want to show you some of the finds, some of the gifts that I've gotten on the DC side of things, just to show you some cool stuff. Let's get started. So this is kind of vintagey. Who's had one of these before? Back in what, the 90s? What's it tagged actually? It is not telling me. It has the model number and everything on it. A little warp down here, a little thermal. So this I actually saved from the dumpster. So it looks good, doesn't leak. I did wash it. Doesn't mean I'm gonna use it. It's gonna be a shelf prop, but it's from the animated Batman series. So I saw the lunchbox for it. There's no way to save that. Looks good to me. Barely clean. I scrubbed it too, guys, just so you know. But it is a little warped, a little damage here and there. Well, I guess more of the warp is on the bottom, though. That's just cool, man. That is a throwback. I don't think I've ever had one of these. I think I had a Ninja Turtle one, maybe. Don't remember. But if I had one of these, I got one again. So I'm going to move on to something else. This little Nightwing, man. It's about this scrapped. So I paid like $1 for it or something like that. But yeah, it's a Nightwing. Yeah, Mattel. So it's obviously not one of those fancy figures though, but we're gonna open them up. So like I said, Robin here, Mattel. It is S19, so 2019 it came out, but it's little, so it was probably like a $4 or $5 toy, and they were just about to scrap it. I'm like, I'll take it. Got Nightwing going on here, so you got some other characters. You got Batman. So these are more kid-friendly type toys, which is cool. Then you got, of course, you got the Joker over here. So these are not bad. So here's a couple more. Another Batman, an actual Robin, another version of Joker. Oh, that's Two-Face. Yeah, that's Two-Face in there. So that's pretty cool, guys. So 80th anniversary. So Batman missions. So let's get it open and check it out. So let's see now. Oops. Let's get my handy dandy bat knife, right? All right. So go ahead. There. And I understand some people toss stuff away because there's no value to them, but some of this stuff could be valuable to somebody else. You know, they say some people's trash is other people's treasure. So I'm a believer in that, guys. Like, you never know. Someone might be tossing something, you know, and you find out later on it was worth like, you know, $400 million. So, all right. So he looks pretty shiny in there. I do like his little background. Looks like I can just slide him out. Just in case. Bat knife. Boom. All right. This is a cool weapon, by the way, guys. DC stuff. Yes. All right. There he is. Very, very, stiff. So he has one motion there, one motion there. Feet don't move. No problem. I do like his colors. He almost has a glossy look to him. He got some plain Jane spots here and there. So his arm rotates 360 all the way around. Check. Wrists don't move. Yes. So this is one of those toys a kid won't swallow unless you magically break it into pieces somehow. But yeah, pretty plain in the back. Yeah. So this is made for younger generation of kids. So that's why I keep trying to tell people. They have action figures for adults, angled at adults. Then you got the ones made for toys, or made for kids like this guy. So not bad. Would be a good little filler for my DC shelf. Moving on to another action figure that was saved. Yeah, Jason Momoa's Aquaman from the Justice League. So yeah, notice it doesn't have the card on it or anything like that. And it's all there. Like you can see everything on it. So we're going to finish opening it up and check it out. But it reminds me of that that figure I have of Black Panther, where it's like a really cheap toy. But there is a little collection of these, so I thought it was fine. So let's finish opening it up. All right, Aquaman. Well, since he's already pretty much a part, we don't really know much about him. I do like the logos on here. So So I think they were just tossing because they didn't have the card for it, you know, like Ben Affleck's Batman. So we're gonna go ahead and I think I just rip it out of there. So maybe not. So the bat knife thing. Oh, that one fell out. All right. So this is some type of weapon, or it's some type of wave. Because remember, he does live under the water. He doesn't live under the water. I mean, he runs the kingdom under the water, though. So I don't know if that looks like a blade or something, or he's just swooshing water at somebody. But you got a little peg hole or peg part here, and it looks like this could be a handle. So it's pretty much you can almost see through that blue. Not bad. Okay. All right. Now we got to get the rest of them out of there. I wonder if I can split this somehow. Let's see. How does this work? There we go. Pry it out of there, right? Oh man, I hate these noise. Plastic. But I do like the plastic, like I talked about in my other videos, is because you can actually see the products. All right, so what's this thing about? So this, collect all 6. So it's just a little base plate. Probably not that important. All right, so what's this guy here? Not sure what that is. All right, so we are gonna cut his base out. I'll just cut the rest out. Yeah, usually I edit this part out, but I'm just gonna leave that here. I'm gonna try to pry it out of there. It's not a fancy like McFarlane toy or anything like that, so it's just Trident. Yeah, wobbly plastic, but hey, it works, right? It's not bad, not bright colors. So this is probably more aimed towards the kids too. So not bad. All right, let's see if I can pop them out of there. I'll make it a million. All right, that works. Yep, there we go. So the guy himself. All right, compared to Robin. There we go. Yeah, so he actually has some moving going on here. So his wrist can move, arms can move. You can do a 360 there. Head can't move too much because of his hair. So same on this side, but we're gonna keep one hand like that. All right, down here, he can do 360 on his waist, and he actually has good movement. It doesn't feel fatigued, like you're gonna break it or something like that. So that's good. So yeah, there's our guy there. All right, let me get his base out because I keep talking about it. I'm not sure what this is. It's just like packaging stuff. All right, anyways, let's get the base out. That's what we're looking at. All right. So Ellie sure has to do with Justice League. I don't know. But anyways, here's a little symbol here. That's cool. So I'm sure you put them all together and boom. So my question is, how does he stand on it? I don't see a peg. Once the peg is in here. I don't see a peg for it, guys. Just, huh. Well, it happens, right? So, let's flip this guy over. There's a little peg hole there, peg hole there. You get the Aquaman sign. Probably want to turn it around. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that says League or something. So, all right. So we're gonna go ahead and just stand them in here. Boom. Pretty crappy to me, I think. That stand is garbage. But yeah, I'm cool with that. All right. Now we're gonna put his Triton in his hand. I'm just gonna throw it in there real quick, like that. Actually, that'll work. Slide it up a little bit more. I just Triton. We can actually make them posing with it. Let's put that down a little bit higher. Check. Well, I guess we're gonna go all the way up. Boom. He's holding his Trident. It looks like he's doing other stuff. So, yes. but I'm gonna make him actually, hold it. So use this hand up here. Got a better pose going on here. Yeah, he's more of a solid figure, like compared to my Power Ranger stuff or whatever. Like you pose it, he's gonna fall over. This guy is like solid in a way. So yeah, Aquaman, Justice League, love it, love it, love it, love it. So nice little figure. I actually might try to find the rest of those. Like I said, there's 6 total. Now this is different. So I was on my little DC kick. So as you guys know, I have a bunch of Legos of Batman stuff or whatever. So I had to get a Batgirl. So this is pretty cool. It's a little Lego book. Pictures. So there's all kinds of, there's comics, minifigures, and activities. So as you can tell, it's more based towards the females, but I had to get a Batgirl. So let's look at the book, see what's actually in it, right? So here's our Lego book. Gotham City New Defenders. Supergirl. Not really sure who that is. Of course, you got Wonder Woman. Obviously, set up like a bee or something going on here. So we're gonna go ahead and take our character out. A quick, ripping through it. That's not cool. Anyways, this was picked up at the Dollar General for $6. Like I said, I was on a little DC kick. I was just going around. I was like, I gotta have that. Gotta have that. So get this thing open real quick. It doesn't want to come out of there. Well, hopefully there's nothing on that page. So, all right. So I got this little here. All right. Our character. Batgirl in there. All right. So I have multiple Jack Nicholson Jokers. I think I have a Heath Ledger Joker. I do not have, I have multiple Batmans, a bunch of Michael Keatons. So, all right, let's put her together real quick. There's your bottom. There's your top. Pretty cool. Excuse me, I do like the back, how it actually has everything going on there. So usually it's like just solid black, like on Batman or something like that. All right. Little cape. So we want the blue on the inside, black on the out. All right. Now we're going to take her head, put it right there. Cool. So it looks like she's running. I can go with that. Over time, that's going to, I probably put some heat to that or whatever. But if you notice, she looks smirky here. Back here, she's grinning. So we're going to do the evil face, like the evil face. You know, Batgirl is kind of more friendlier. There's her hair. I love the hair. That's what's cool about Legos. You can actually switch them out and stuff. So here we go. 2 Batarangs. Pretty cool guys, right? All right. So we're going to snap that on there. Right. Whoops. Maybe. I want the Batarang out. Let's see here. Snap that one on there. Okay. Now we're going to take the other one. And I have a bunch of these too, by the way. Just about every Batman comes with a Batarang, which is kind of entertaining to me. So I could shoot a Joker one or something. And there we go. Boom. Looks good to me. So we'll go with that. Let's twist this one a little bit. Here's our Batgirl. Cool. Let's see what this book's about. So obviously this is for kids. So sponsored by Lego. So here's my hole I created. Almost looks like a bat. We'll pretend it's a bat. So got a little comic book thing going on here. That's pretty cool. So there's a bunch of these you can collect. Do like the Flash. So not bad. What's this you're doing? Nope, wasn't me. Then who did it? It was obviously Batgirl. So I do like the little comic going on here. Get a little puzzle going on over here. That's kind of cool. I don't know if you cut those out. I don't know if they're stickers. Those are pretty cool. Got a little coloring maze in here. Or a comic, an actual maze here. Uh-oh, she can't find her Batarangs. That's pretty cool. This would be something to do just when you're bored, I guess. I do like that. I have that Batmobile. I have that Batman. I do have that Batwing. Boom. Perfect Batgirl. So that worked out. So I do like that. Over here, I don't know if you cut those out or what. Pretty much you connect the colors. That's pretty cool. 6, 6, 2, 2. So I use the color codes to fill in the gaps. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's cool though, because all these you can actually pretty much get. So that's cool. I do like that. Over here, got the Riddler going on here. It looks like Huntress. Huntress is a cool character too. She's not one of my favorites, but I do like the fact she does archery type stuff. But yeah, I do like that. So I do like that. It's freaking cool. It's like a little comic book going on, and you're jumping in with it. So Batgirl helping out Huntress. Yeah, this is cool, guys. Look at that. Evil Side. Got Dark Side back there. I wonder if they do have all these characters. I wouldn't be surprised. Like back there, Lex Luthor and one of his machines. I got multiple Jokers, but I don't have one with the orange. You got Catwoman. That's cool, guys. Martian Manhunter back there. Green Lantern. Same thing on this side. That's pretty cool, guys. I like that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, the world's finest. Batgirl and Supergirl. They were supposed to do something like that on the CW show. But yeah, just like Batman and Superman are buddies, they are actually buddies too, which is a cool little story to get into later. So it's right here. Mess, what happened? Imagine a scene and draw it. So we can do some artwork in here too. Not bad. This is cool. Yep. That's obviously something Batman did it. So connect the dots. I'm gonna connect the dots in a while. I do like this. It's like a little comic book strip thing going on here. Different pictures, like a collage going on. I like that. I like that. All right. Look at that, skateboards and stuff. That's cool. More weapons and stuff here going on here. Not bad. It's like a comic book, hands-on kind of comic book stuff. It tells a small story. You go with it. So yeah. Like I said, this is more for kids. This is probably something cool to like to read. Like this looks good. This is good artwork here. So I like the guitar sitting there. So what doesn't belong here? So yeah. Which Batarang goes to Batman, Batgirl. So it's just cool stuff, guys. It's just like, all right, connect these with here, this here. Oh, these bats look cool. These bats actually look like the same ones that are from the Morbius versus Spider-Man. So that's a nice little mix up there. But I guess you can use that same bat, or maybe it's the same bat. So Joker going nuts, gassing everyone. So I bet you the guys, they have all the Lego stuff for this stuff. So I like that. That's cool. That's the end of that. So, and of course, all the answers are in the back. So cheat, don't cheat too much. But, so, all right. Moving on. I got a bag of stuff. This was actually gifted to me. So I'm going to pull one character out of there. Poison Ivy. So she was actually from the animated series. And I have 5 to this collection. I'm not really sure how many's in it. So, but I'm going to finish opening this bag. We're going to look at the rest of them though. But I got a little story about these. So not the toy itself, but the actual story of, I had a crush on one of these characters. Okay, guys? So anyways, let's look at the rest of the bag. All right. So in this bag, I already saw Poison Ivy. I'm just going to dump this stuff out. Just random stuff. An old coworker, she was like, "Hey, you want this stuff?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll take it." She goes, "Nah, we're just going to toss it." I'm like, "Don't toss that stuff." Yes. You got some heroes in there. You got Supergirl. Pretty cool. Harley Quinn. Yep, the actual animated one. Hi, y'all. Batgirl. Their tiny little cape. I was never really big with this Batgirl. She just looked kind of weird. The animated series, they had huge heads and little tiny bodies. Even Superman and Batman were kind of, well, actually Batman looked more proportionate. Superman, he was kind of in between. So then we got Livewire. Livewire's cool. I like Livewire. So she does have a little stain or something on there or whatever. But yeah, so So these are actually based on an animated crossover they did. So Batman would show up in Metropolis sometimes. Then you would have Batman show up a few times. I'm sorry, in Metropolis. And you had Superman show up a few times in Gotham. So they had to do something for the world's finest. So they actually had, I believe it was Supergirl came to Gotham to help out Batgirl. And it's funny. 2 female girls, right? Heroes. And these guys, Gotham, right here, LimeWire, Metropolis, they all teamed up too. So it ended up being a girl show, full-on girl show. So all of these guys fought each other. It was funny. So it was actually a fun, entertaining show. So I actually enjoyed it. It was cool. So, all right. So here we have these weird little stands. Nothing on the bottom here, but it's cool. And it says right here, Gotham City, Batman, Poison Ivy. I do like that. That's pretty cool. So, and then you got, of course, this little thing right here to stand them up. So let me move these aside real quick. We're going to try to get Poison Ivy standing up. And with this, I'm assuming you just stick them under her waist like that. Then you can pose her the way you want. So it's weird. Those are some crappy stands, just so you know. Those are very crappy stands. But these are cool figures, though. So let me work on her adjustment real quick. I want her to, hey, what's up? Or like, I'm not worried about you. And other hand, I guess like that. I can go with that. Legs to spread a little bit. Rotate the feet a little bit. So give her a little better pose, I guess. So she's one of those characters, if you remember I was talking about like that flower pot thing I can do. I could do something with her controlling plants in the back or something like that. So she looks a little ticked off in the face. I do like the outfit. So she almost has like a fairy look to her. She just needs the wings, you know. But I do like her. It's pretty cool. And I like the fact they gave her like a lighter color, like, you know, almost like that chloridine or whatever that word is that plants produce or whatever. So, all right. Her. So Harley Quinn, when she first debuted, was in Superman. I'm sorry, Gotham. The animated series of Batman. So what's cool about her is she became super popular. So everybody just liked her. Hi, I'm here. So we're going to give her the whole look thing. But yeah, she can move pretty good. Like I said, I think they were about to toss this stuff. I was like, I'll take that. So kind of glad I got a hold of it. All right. Like I said, I don't like these stands, but they'll work. Because these are very fatigued toys, almost. And believe it or not, these actually are kind of cross-studded levers, so they can pretend they're holding hands, I guess. So there's comic books, there's a show and everything where they actually have a legit relationship, like, you know, lesbian lovers. So pretty cool, though. I mean, I can deal with that. All right, LiveWire. I like about her is there's a big time staying up there or whatever. So she controls electricity. I like that. So I like electrical powers. I like, that's why I like the Flash so much, besides time traveling. Like, I like electricity. Electricity can cause fire. I like fire. So to me, it's like a cool element. Storm from X-Men controls the weather, but she also, her main power is electricity. So, of course. All right. They pretty much team up, you know, up to no good kind of thing. And Supergirl pretty much follows LiveWire over there, and they all work together to fight. Actually, I think they were robbing something or taking something over or whatever. But that's just cool. Electricity, crazy person, and a vine lady controls plants and talks to plants and stuff like that too. So then you have Batgirl tries to, you know, stop some of them. Then Supergirl comes in and helps out too. So it's pretty cool. But it's a really cool episode. I got to find it. I might have to rewatch it now. So, yep. This is my least favorite outfit of hers. I can deal with that. My favorite Batgirl outfit actually is the purple looking one where she doesn't have the whole cowl on it. It's just like a little ears and stuff and like a little mask. I like that. And I like the purple color. This is like one of the like first, I think, animated ever Batgirl looks, changed the looks since her, what was it, back in Adam West days. So you got to respect it. So now with her with the cape on it, I kind of have to, you know, angle it up a little bit. So we got that there. So, all right, now I got to make room for Supergirl. All right, Supergirl. So here's the funny part. She was, believe it or not, I had to watch the Superman episodes for her. Even though she had a big head, I always had a crush on this Supergirl. I was like, she is sexy. So I don't know. I'm just a sucker for skirts, I guess. So, but I like this. I like this outfit. I like the fact, you know, she was innocent flying. She just shows up, you know. But with her, you can actually make her. Oh, I'm missing a piece. Look at that. So I can't really make her fly. But with her, well, I'll make something work here real quick. So with her, you can kind of make her pose like she's flying. See, I made something happen. I'll put her in the middle there. So yes, there's one of my secrets. I shared it on YouTube. I used to have a crush on her. So, but I'm not sure what the line is or anything like that. But I do like the little cards that comes with it and stuff like that too. It is sad that I don't have the other peg for it. But like I said, there's better stuff out there to hang your toys and stuff. So that's cool. But anyways, those are freaking cool. I like those. And those are actually good shelf fillers. That's actually almost part of a shelf or a quarter of a shelf somewhere. So that looks good. So if you can put those in little shelves, line them up, or, you know, work the magic a little bit, you know, adjust poses and stuff. Well, I kind of want them to hold hands, but you can do all kinds of stuff with that stuff. So, but yeah, LimeWire is kind of, Livewire is kind of hiding in the back. But yes, and you guys know something. That's why I have Supergirl pictures and stuff. I like Supergirl. So, pretty cool, guys, huh? Just a little thing real quick. So, you can guess what that is. It was from my buddy Mark. So, they are actually little spoons. So, these are good to travel with. Guess what? Got two, so I could bring a friend. Something different. I'm just going to show it off. Just more DC stuff to have, you know, throw in the toy room or whatever. So, but moving on, I got some of these to show off. So here we have probably my favorite, probably second favorite, maybe third. One of my top 3 favorite DC girls right here. So that's Black Canary. These are Inescos. So they're pretty pricey for what they are, but I have 3 total. Let's look at the rest of them. All right, so you've seen her already. She looks cool. She has a little jewelry and stuff going on here. I don't think these are like in a $70 to $125 range, give or take. The problem with her, she doesn't really have a good base. So she likes to kind of like fall over. I feel like she has more weight being pulled on the side, but that's gorgeous. That is freaking gorgeous. I love it. It's like a classy lady look going on here. So I like the paint on it too. You got some shiny stuff going on here. You got some dull. So, and she's actually looked good in blue. Usually you're used to seeing her in all black. So that's pretty cool. I do wish they had like the, you know, little fish things going on down there. So I'm gonna put her there. Moving on, Harley Quinn. Now, like I was talking about the base, you can see she is based up. She's not falling over anywhere unless you push her over or something like that, though. She looks good. She has that crazy look, the animated look going on here, a really fancy dress going on. And I love the fact she has her giant hammer. And if you look on the hammer, it shines too. That is very, very cool. These are actually gifted from me from Mark's Complacency. You guys need to check him out. He does a lot of like reality talks, shows off toys, just talks and stuff. He did the last one he did. He was talking about being a big boy. So it's actually kind of a cute video. So an hour long though, but all right. So yeah, she does have her mismatched colors going on here. So I like how they swap the colors, the red, you got the black. So kind of like what they do with a boot, you get the black, red, and black. So she looks good. She looks very good. So a lot of people like, isn't she supposed to be like a white person or like like Caucasian. So it depends on her take, I guess, guys. So I'm gonna move her over here. And probably my favorite. She looks so princessy. Poison Ivy, right there. She has the most gorgeous look to me. Like she's royalty. You can just look at her. I like she has this plant just going up her like arm right there, like a vine and stuff going on. That's cool. But I love these kind of dresses too. They're really tight. They like flower at the bottom. So, and her base actually isn't too bad. She actually stands her ground for the most part, though. And she has a little glitter in there. So I like that. You see her earring. That was just green too. I like that. So, but I like the fact she's holding a plant. So this is gorgeous. Red hair and stuff like that too. So I love the boots. Almost like a viney look to it. Smooth. But yeah, this is my favorite out of all of them. Because I love the dress and I like how she carries herself. For the most part, she doesn't need anybody. She is a force to be reckoned with. She controls creatures. Not creatures, but Mother Nature's flowers. The ecosystem in a way. Like, she can grow whatever she wants, man. I do like the back here too. So, yeah. So when you go down cutting trees down, man, she might come back for revenge. Yeah. That's the set right there. That's pretty cool. And there's a bunch more of these, just so you guys know. But this is what I got on like I said, gifted to me. So appreciate it, Mark. And not the least, I'd save Batman for last. Yes. Batman that goes to the Justice League. So, and this actually looks like the same set. Yep, right there. Whole set. Since you can see the card now, there's our Aquaman, right? So there's 6 to the whole set, which is pretty cool. Now, the only disappointment in that movie to me, even though I love the Snyder Cut and stuff, they should have brought a Green Lantern in. They were actually talking about Ryan Reynolds' version of it to tap into it, be part of it. But, they could have picked somebody else out or different Green Lantern type or whatever. But that's cool. So there could have been 7. So that's 7. So unite the 7. So there's 6 in there. But we're going to open this thing up as a little farewell thing now. But I like the Ben Affleck Batman. So that's why I saved him for last. Michael Keaton probably still tops it. But the action packed, I like the action here with this. Even though in the Flash movie, Michael Keaton did amazing. So let's get this thing open. So here's our Ben Affleck Justice League Batman. Goes that set. So we've seen Aquaman already, which is cool. So Superman looks pretty cool. Wonder Woman looks detailed. Flash, Cyborg looks kind of plain, but he was like that in the movie. So cool. All right. So we're going to get this open real quick. What do we know about this stuff? This is DC Justice League Batman. Try to see if I find any ownership labels on it. Justice League, Mattel. Okay. Mattel. Oh, yep. See, it does. League. Justice League. That's cool. I like that. Justice League. I knew it spelled something. So, and that's the order they're supposed to be in and stuff. So this is ghetto-fied or whatever. Looks like it was taped on. So I don't remember if this was just gifted to me. I think it was, or they were scrapping it and I just grabbed it. So, but yeah. So, all right, we're gonna go ahead and just finish breaking it open. Yeah, there's even tape down here too. That's so sad. What's going on with this world? All right. So with that, here's the background. That's kind of cool. You can probably cut that out and do something with it. So yeah. All right. Now, here's the back of it. Yep. Justice League. So you got pretty much Batman is the head honcho that starts it all. So, oh, in a way, he kind of did. I find everybody. It actually comes with something too. So, but I was hoping he just came with a batarang or something like that. I just fell out. So that piece we already seen before, just pretty much saying collect all 6. So not bad. All right, let's go ahead and I'm going to do some cutting real quick. Get that out. Let's see, it's like rubber bands. So I do like that logo right there. They call it like the Fat Batman. So that's, yeah. All right, anyways, pull that out. So this looks like some kind of shield thing going on here. So obviously you can grabs it here. Yeah, some type of shield. So not very impressed with it, but it's okay. It's something. At least it came with something that kids can't swallow. But the corners are kind of sharp. So be careful with that. So now we get the bat out himself. You guys plot the cape just hanging out there. All right, let me get the bat out of there. So this ain't too bad at making noises. So all right, we got the bat himself. Gold going on here. I can deal with that. Pretty stiff in that arm. All right, there we go. We got movement now. Of course, just like the other one, he can move around. Yep. I see his head can do a 360 and look up and down. That's cool. I like that. So you can look around. Good, good, good. All right. I guess they did the gold thing to match with the little shield thing or whatever. So I can go with that, I guess. You like the belt. The belt is plain Jane though, but it's on there. The Thanksgiving bat. I guess that's what everybody's calling them. So I do wish he came with a batarang though. Yeah, he can do a whole 360 around. He is pretty solid on the knees. And of course, oh, and he can rotate his feet. Look at that, 360 around his feet. Good for posing, by the way, guys. But that's it. You can't spread his legs or anything like that. So that works. He feels a little loose in here. Just gotta work him out, boom. Yeah. But I don't understand that shield thing. But we'll get to that later. Let's get him to stand there. If he stands. Yep. Standing there. Let's get the shield thing out of there. All right. Now we got the JU for the Justice League. And the bat. So that's cool. So my question is, are they supposed to stand on it or whatever? Because it doesn't come with an extra peg hole or anything like that. You just stand them on there or whatever. So I don't know. But they connect. You spell Justice League. But yeah, so, but he has the peg on this side. So my question is, which way does he go? Boom. That one snapped right in there. So I guess it labels, hey, this goes to Batman. So that's cool. I can deal with that. All right. Boom. It's like a surfboard kind of thing going on there. All right. Like I said, you can't really pose them too well. So we're just going to set them up with this random ass shield thing going on here. So I don't know if it's gonna be like that, or should I make it like that? Yeah, I'm gonna try to make him hold it backwards. It's like an actual shield covering him, or he's not actually using it. Boom. Okay, I'm gonna try to rotate it. That'll work a little bit. Something like that. I don't know. That don't make any sense to me, but I can go with that. I just wish he had a batarang in there, which I could probably modify something or pick one out or whatever. Heck, I probably have extra Power Ranger toys. I can give him a sword. So, yeah, there's our Ben Affleck Batman. Not bad. Cape simple. Yeah. So, there's that guy. So, that was kind of a fun video, wasn't it? So, I like doing stuff like that. Show off a few finds or whatever. It was just a few things that gathered over time. Some people gifted me some stuff. Some people just gave me something. I bought something, or some people was going to throw something away. I was like, nope. Like this hat. I forgot where I found this hat, but I think it was, they were about to toss it and there was nothing wrong with it. It had tags or everything on it. Even on the bottom of it has like the Justice League look going on. So pretty cool, huh? So, yep. So hope you guys like that. And remember, Supergirl pictures back in the back over there. So, all right, guys. So I hope you guys enjoy that. I have more videos and stuff coming soon. So appreciate your time. Like, share, subscribe. Till next time, kiddies. Till next time. May the power protect you. Because I'm Batman.